Good afternoon. Education Secretary Sonny Angara says the opening of classes for the school year 2025 to 2026 is going smoothly so far. For the first day of classes on Monday, June 16, Angara and President Bongbong Marcos visited Epifanio de los Santos Elementary School in Manila. When asked what problems the teachers have encountered, Angara says there were none so far. Angara says the worst dilemma they are looking at is the fire that engulfed an old building of San Francisco High School in Quezon City on Sunday, June 15. He says the Department of Education is seeking ways to assist the school and its learners. Meanwhile, Alliance of Concerned Teachers hold a protest at Mendiola in Manila. The group highlights the shortage of classrooms and teachers, calling on the government to double the education budget. They estimate a shortage of 165,000 classrooms, which they believe could take 30 to 55 years to resolve under current funding trends. Angara earlier said the government was working on public-private partnership initiatives for 100,000 classrooms, currently awaiting regulatory approval. The current school year will run until March 31, 2026, covering 197 class days. The Philippine Embassy in Israel says one Filipino remains in critical condition after a missile struck their home. In a statement early Monday, June 16, the Philippine Embassy in Israel says they visited a Filipino caregiver who is receiving intensive medical care. According to the embassy, the caregiver sustained severe injuries to her heart and lungs. Citing her doctors, the embassy says the caregiver's condition remains life-threatening. The embassy says they also visited other Filipinos who were injured amid airstrikes in Israel. They say a 43-year-old woman underwent emergency surgery, while a 44-year-old man sustained injuries to his arm and leg. The embassy says it continues to coordinate with hospital social workers and the local government to ensure victims will be transferred to shelters and given compensation and benefits. Philippine Ambassador to Israel Eileen Mendiola says they are doing everything to reach and assist affected Filipinos. Israel launched attacks against Iran on Friday, June 13, striking military bases, nuclear sites, and residential areas across the country. In response, Iran fired back and called Israel's attacks a declaration of war. The Department of Foreign Affairs said at least 4 Filipinos were injured following Iran's retaliatory airstrikes as of Sunday, June 15. Davao City Vice Mayor-elect Baste Duterte will serve as the acting head of the Partido Demokratiko Filipino Laban as Senator Robin Padilla takes leave from the party's presidency. In a statement on Monday, June 16, PDP Laban says Padilla will now focus on his duties as a legislator in the 20th Congress as he steps back from the party's presidency. Citing Padilla, PDP Laban says Padilla will push for this party's legislative agenda in the 20th Congress. According to the group, Padilla gave his all in campaigning for the party's candidates in the recently concluded May 2025 polls. PDP Laban says the 2025 elections demanded so much of Padilla's time and energy. The group says he needs to take some time off from his responsibilities as head of the party. However, it says Padilla assured members he will remain committed and loyal to PDP Laban and its chairman, former President Rodrigo Duterte. Baste Duterte will assume the role of party president as he is currently the PDP Laban executive vice president. Baste Duterte was elected as Davao City's vice mayor in the May 2025 midterm elections. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.